tokbe. Oba nyato se webo. Esa kivye sako. Oba imaya bakuko. If you do. Oba imaya bakuko. Yase wotu. Uwo dereva. Iye kori omo ya. Iye kokba. If you don't know, you see.
I know you are wondering, why are these people beating the drums? But before you get confused, this is not a war drum. This is the sound of tradition, the rhythm that prepares the ground for the majestic arrival of His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolopolo Oba Ewaye II, the revered Oba of Benin. But why are so many people gathered at the palace today? What's the occasion? Hello explorers, this is the palace of the most respected and revered monarch in Africa. Today, before the eyes of thousands, the God King of the Benin people will embark on a sacred journey, trekking from the palace through Ring Road to the Shrine of Emotan and onward to Uselu. But why does the Oba have to walk this distance? This is Isoton, a traditional funeral rite performed in honor of the late Queen Ikoyeme, Iyoba Nuselu, the mother of the Oba of Benin. And here is something fascinating. The Iyoba Nuselu title was only conferred posthumously on November 21, 2021 by the Oba himself. And in Benin tradition, the burial of a queen mother follows street customs, one which is called Isoton, where all those connected to the Oba pledge their allegiance by trekking with him to perform a sacred rite at Emotan Shrine and Uselu. Now, if you look closely, you will notice that everyone wearing a bead, either on their neck or on their wrist, is wearing a white one. That's because throughout the burial ceremony, the palace prohibits the wearing of the red coral beads. If you didn't know this before, now you do. Among the dignitaries present for this event is the Emir of Kano, Senator Omosede, the daughter of Chief Osawaru Igbenedion, the Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, and many other high-ranking palace chiefs. And of course, I was here too, alongside our special guest from Netherlands, Naija Kev, witnessing history in motion. I also linked up with my fellow content creator Ovi, who played a very key role in ensuring we had access to this grand occasion. There is so much to show you, especially what happened when we got to Uselu, but I will stop here for now. Stay tuned for part 2 of this historic ceremony. Make sure you like, share and follow me so you don't miss it. I am Teddy the Explorer, bringing you the rich culture and traditions of Nigeria. See you in my next post. These are the daughters of the great Oba of Benin, and over there, that's one of the princes, trekking along a host of others from 5 Junction to Uselu. But why are they trekking? Hello explorers, welcome to the part 2 of the Isoton funeral rites for the Iyoba Nuselu. After the Oba of Benin returned to the palace, the next phase of the ceremony was set to continue at the residence of the Iyoba Nuselu. However, the Oba himself was not physically present, and here is why. According to the Benin tradition, once an Oba is crowned, he can never step foot in Uselu again. This is because Uselu is historically tied to the Iyoba Nuselu, the Queen Mother, and after ascending the throne, the Oba symbolically and physically distanced himself from that territory. But during the Isoton, the Oba must still honor tradition, so instead he grants certain palace chiefs the authority to represent him, ensuring the sacred rites are performed while upholding custom. At the residence of the Iyoba Nuselu, a large crowd had gathered. Traditional musical groups played drums and egogo, while palace chiefs sat solemnly outside the compound. When the daughters of the Oba of Benin emerged, their bodies were marked with native chalk, a symbol of deep spiritual significance in Benin tradition. And then the real trek began. As we moved from 5 Junction, the Oba's representatives stopped at every shrine along the way, raising a cutlass in front of each one, saluting the deities and ancestors of the kingdom. This continued until we arrived at Uselu Motor Park, opposite the traditional ground of Uselu. Now, here is something you probably never noticed. That tree by the park, it holds a deep historical significance in Benin tradition. At this sacred spot, more rites were performed using something called okun. And with that, the ceremony concluded and we began the long trek back to 5 Junction. By the end of it all, many of us, including my fellow content creator OV, were completely exhausted, but the experience was absolutely worth it. I am Teddy the Explorer, and in my next post, I'll be diving deeper into the meaning of Okun and its symbolism in Benin tradition. So make sure you like, comment, and follow for more exciting adventures. See you in my next post.
So, sir, what is the significance of what we are doing today, sir?
My name is Chief George Ikem Ikeaso, and by the special grace of God and our ancestors, I'm the Oba of Benin. What we see here today is what we call Isoton. Isoton is a ceremony done during burial secrets of anyone that passes on. But today's event is a very special one, being the Isotonfor Iyoba, that is the mother of our present Oba. After all that ceremonies have been done successfully, today is where you do the Isoton, where the siblings and everybody, anyone related to whoever is the head of the family now, come to pledge their loyalty and respect to the head. And what we witnessed earlier, we saw our Royal Majesty, the Oba of Benin, Oba Ewari II, when he had to walk down from his palace to the Emotan shrine to perform some special rites and rituals. As you all know, Emotan shrine is very, very important when it comes to ceremony in the Benin Kingdom. And then they had to walk back again to the palace and then give the rights to someone to represent him, because he cannot come to Selo anymore. That is why you see the young man there with all the regalias and with the functionaries around him playing the role of our Royal Majesty. And you see what the oton that is carrying on his head.
Yes.
That you see that is way different from every other one we normally see in burials, right? Because it's only the Oba that has the right, that is allowed to have that differentiate between the ordinary Isoton and this Isoton. It's purely royal. And an Oba, not until when he's an Oba and he has placed the title of Iyoba, that he can then conclude the burial obsequies of his own mother. That we are witnessing today.
When we finish at Ringo, we then came to 5 Junction here. Where is this place we are in currently, and why does the Oba have to come here to perform some rites here too?
Because this is the residence of Iyoba, so that is why the ceremony is done here. There's no other place that fits than this place where we are today. It's the royal ground, and that's why we are all here to celebrate the life that she lived and for producing a king, a divine king that brought sanity and discipline to the Benin Kingdom. Baba Atokbe.
It's Domosa. Where's the Baba?